Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. Well, this battle started rather quickly, and you're looking at a 212A. It's a Tier 9 Soviet SPG. It's located on north spawn of Ghost Town, and it's under the command of General Disturbance. Yes, it's one of my replays. I sneaked this one in for a very good reason. Well, just earlier today, I read a post actually from one of our members. And what they were saying is that should we actually platoon with people at the start of battle? Now, as you know, most people in most lower tier battles, tier 6, tier 7, tier 8, you tend to get a lot of invites right at the start of a battle from people you don't know who want to platoon with you. And of course, it's up to each individual player to decide whether or not they should accept these platoons. Because most of the players who try to platoon with you have very low win rates and very low ratings. Now, I just saw a tree go down, so I think there's somebody on that corner. So I'm dialing in on that corner, but I get distracted. I see an Oni in that corridor there, and I think I can put a shell in there. I'm just checking. Rounds out. No, it goes long, and I've missed the target. So the question is, should you platoon with somebody who you get a request with at the start of the battle? Well, that's a difficult decision, but it is up to the individual. The vast majority of people who actually ask for a request to platoon at the start of a battle actually have very low win rates. And the reason they want to platoon with you is because they somehow think that by platooning with you, they're going to survive the battle. That was a nice little hit on the Progetto there, on his rear, 251. So they're actually requesting to platoon with you, hoping that it will keep them alive longer, especially if you're Arty, because they think that you will act as their guardian angel, firing at the enemies they face from above and helping them to survive the game. Now, there's a second set of platooners. Those are the people who actually platoon with you on the basis that they believe that... Well, I didn't see the shell tracer for that one. The second group believe that if they platoon with you, you will get good results, even if they die, and therefore they can benefit from your results to pass whatever platoon mission they are actually trying to complete. Because obviously it's the combined results that figure towards the result and whether or not they complete the mission. And I'm very reluctant to platoon with people like that for a very good reason, and I think most of you would actually understand this. If you actually allow these people to pass missions off the back of somebody else's efforts, there's a very good chance that they will actually end up earning a mission without having the ability to control the tank that they actually end up obtaining. We just saw the GW Tiger at the other end of the battlefield. My opposite number. I fired a round in there just in case he was there, and looks like he pulled away from that position. So you can see the battle's proceeded. It's now, what, 3.5 minutes into the battle, and already 11 players are out of the game. Now you see a Scorpion G up at the enemy hill near their spawn point. I'm almost loaded. I'm using the 203mm B4 howitzer with 1050 alpha, and that's a direct hit on that Scorpion. You can see he's now gone down to 23% of his health left. So he took a big hit there. A very big hit. There's a T25AT there as well, but he's in a Arty safe position hiding behind the rock. I'm working on the basis that Scorpion G is probably going to be still there and trying to get shots on our 7032, and unfortunately he just died to that Scorpion G, but we didn't get to see where the Scorpion G was, so he was using the bush mechanic. Okay, so I get a hit on the T25AT from Splash, 153. Over on the other side of the battlefield, the Striv 1030 is fighting it out with our UDES 16, and well, like most Swedish wedges, they stay very still to take their shots, because if they try to move at all, it throws off their aim. And so I'm marking him as target. Udis can see that, rounds out, and direct hit for 479, which is a non-penetrating shot, funnily enough, but it is still a lot of damage. And well, the Striv is not a happy bunny because he's also got a bigger stun assist as well. He's had to pull back out of siege mode to run away, but he doesn't pull back very far. He just goes back to the next ridge line, and now I'm aiming for that Progetto 46. So yes, should you platoon with people? Well, it's up to the personal decision to actually decide whether or not to do it. And yes, I did splash kill that Progetto, but I think it would be a great mistake, because you see a lot of players who are in tanks on battlefields and they don't really know how to control them. These are premium tanks, reward tanks, and they've managed to earn them, but they just don't know how to use them. And so they end up in a battle where they can't survive with that tank, and all they do is they're basically a liability for their own team members. Well, I thought the Emil was going to pull back and he didn't, so I actually fired behind him, envisaging he would pull back, and he didn't, so missed on that occasion. But there's the Striv 1030 over on the other side. Marked him as target. He's just pulling back to a better position. He can see our guys are moving up on that west side, but I'm working on the basis he's still there, because I don't think he would have come out of siege mode. So I'm going to fire a round into that spot. No joy, but was he stunned? I think he probably was. Just hope that the T25AT will actually spot him. Now, things are going badly for a Tortoise in the town. Our Tortoise? I did see that there was an enemy tank. It was a P44 Pantera around about that sort of spot there. And that's where I'm looking just right now. Thinking the Pantera might be there. So, oh, no, he didn't. He moved, and there he is. He's actually moved. So I'm now in reload. It's quite a long reload. It's over 25 seconds, I believe. But it is a high caliber weapon, 2-part ammunition, 203mm shell. So that Pantera is the other side of the Tortoise, and remember the Tortoise is also being hunted by a T25AT and a Scorpion G up on the heights, so they're trying to get him as well. And the Scorpion doesn't really want to come out that corner. He just killed the Emil 1 who came around the corner and met that big gun and was taken out of the game. But I get a request to shoot over in this corner by my teammates, so I have to abandon the Tortoise temporarily and fire around into that corner where I think the Striv is. No joy. Pantera's still trying to get at the Tortoise. Tortoise actually went round the other corner to actually protect himself from that Pantera. I'm not quite loaded. Pantera's going for it now. He's going to try and get behind the Tortoise. He takes a big hit from the Tortoise, but he's going to get behind the guy. Puts one into his side. I'm loaded. Unfortunately, the Tortoise goes down, but I ammo-racked the Pantera, and he's out the game. And there is the Leopard. That's what the other guys are indicating. There's a Leopard up on that hill. I'm dialing in, getting ready to shoot. We lose sight of him, but I know where he was last seen. Just trying to think where he would actually go. Would he go that side, or would he go the other side to try and shoot at our teammates? I'm going to fire where I last saw him, and unfortunately he was there. So he popped around the corner, and my teammates actually killed him. So I've got 2 kills at the moment, and of course they were the Progetto and the Pantera, and I'm looking to get one more. You see our Scorpion's moving up. There's the Scorpion G on the enemy team. He just killed our Uda 16. I'm going to lay around into that corner. He's low on hit points. Rounds out and... Yep, got him. He stayed on that corner. Big mistake. He thought he was Arty safe there. He wasn't. And I've got the GW Tiger now, and I'm marking him as target, so I'm going to go after him. And I've been requested to platoon by the Scorpion G. Now, he's only got 2 kills, but I saw where that Arty was. I think I'm loaded at this moment, ready to go. Oh, I'm loaded now. Okay, so I could kill that that Arty, the GW Tiger, the moment he comes into the site, but instead I'm going to leave him to the Scorpion G. Scorpion G takes the kill, which means we both got 3 kills, so we now benefit from a BIA. And there's the T25 AT, which is the last enemy tank. I fire a round into that corner, and before my shell arrives, my platoon mate kills him off. And that's the end of the game. Let's have a look at the end of battle results, and we'll see exactly how it all plays out in the end. Well, it's a third class tanker for general disturbance in the 212A. I was actually grinding away like mad yesterday on various Artys. In fact, spent virtually all day on Arty, nothing else. I got a demolition expert for blowing up the Pantera. I got the bruiser for getting at least 5 critical hits. I got 13, and of course I got that brothers in arms for platooning with somebody else who got at least 3 kills as well. And my win rate from the game was 2563. So let's have a look at the team score and see exactly how it all ended up. Well, we can see that the Scorpion G actually did manage to get the high caliber as well as the brothers in arms. 3,829 hit points of damage to him. And the next high scorer was, in fact, the Tortoise with 3,554. I couldn't keep him alive. That Pantera was definitely after him. There was nothing I could do about it. I wasn't even loaded when the Pantera made his move. The next high score was the Scorpion G up on the heights. He got 2,898, but I managed to finish him off. And you can see that I'm actually down here in this position here. There was 2 members of the enemy team above me, so I'm in 6th place. 2,308 hit points of damage, which is not bad, but it could have been better. But when it comes to kills, it was the Scorpion G managed to get 4 kills. And then we've got the Tortoise and myself with 3 kills apiece. And then there's a bunch of tanks with 2 kills. And when it came to base XP, it was the Scorpion G with 1,112 base, 1,109 to the Tortoise, 829 to the Su 130 PM. I managed to get 735, which is okay, but it's well, I was grinding away, and I suppose I did have other opportunities I could have taken, but on this occasion I only picked up 735 base. It was a tier 9 game, so I was against top tier, and it's difficult to actually earn high XP on top tier games. So looking at that basis, should I actually have platooned with the Scorpion? Well, he was the better player in the game, actually, funny enough, and I didn't know that at the time, but I could see that he had 2 kills already, and I thought if I platoon with him, I gave him the opportunity to prove that he actually does have what it takes to earn the BIA, and he did. He showed me by getting another 2 kills in that game. I left that GW Tiger for him. I didn't go for it. I knew I could have. I could have taken him out the moment I spotted him, but I left him and let the Scorpion G take the honours, and he proved it that he could actually do the job, and therefore he earned that BIA, no problem with that one at all. If I have a look at the detail report, 17 shots fired, 5 direct hits, no penetration, 11 splash, damage of 2,308 hit points, all of it done at more than 300 meters. I damaged 5 of the enemy, killed 3, and did 250 hit points of stun assist off 8 stuns. I earned 32,631 credits, and after ammunition resupply, I did use some premium ammo, 161 credits profit. I earned 1,102 XP, got 4,412 for completing the mission events, 551 from personal reserves, took away 6,065 experience points altogether. But I think the important thing about this battle was, should you platoon with somebody at the start of a battle or not? Well, as I say, it's up to you to do so. But what you should remember is, sooner or later, you're going to be in a high tier battle, and you're going to be alongside somebody who also has a high tier tank. But they may not know how to use it because they earned that tank or were given that tank by wargaming off the back of somebody else's efforts. So I disagree with people being given platoons when their stats show that they are not able to actually earn it off their own abilities. If somebody's got a 48% win rate or lower, they're probably still in need of training, and they should join a platoon to actually, or platoon a clan to actually get training so that they can bump up their win rate. If somebody's actually got a win rate of 50%, they're probably above the trend, and therefore they are actually working hard to improve their rating. And if they've got a win rate above 52%, yes, they are well on the way up, and yes, you should platoon with someone like that, because obviously they are almost as equal to yourself, and therefore they're not likely to let you down. They are going to help you achieve your result, a win for the team. So I'm afraid that's my philosophy. I don't believe it's worth platooning with somebody right at the start of the battle, and I think if you notice, those people who do offer platoons right at the start of the battle, they eventually platoon with 2 other people, and that's normally an indication they platooned with or offered the platoon to just about everybody on the team, and they're just hoping that some of the people on that team accept and bump up their scores. That's all they want. They want you to provide them with premium tanks, not to actually do it for themselves. So yes, make your own mind up about whether or not you do it, but personally I don't, and I get a lot of offers for platoons simply because of my win rate and my rating. I know my rating's not that high, it's actually quite low compared to a lot of players, but that's because I play Arty, and that means I don't get as many kills. I do a lot of damage, but I just don't do a lot of kills in the game. I don't do a lot of spotting, and that's why my win rate rating is commensurately lower. But that's my philosophy of the game, I'm afraid. Only platoon if you feel that it's right for you, and let these players or encourage these players to get some training by joining a clan, or a clan that's got a training group, and there are a few out there, clans who will actually teach you and show you exactly how to do things, and maybe that way they will improve and they will get better ratings. But if they don't get better ratings, I don't think they should be rewarded with reward tanks, because I think that will actually damage your game in the future, not theirs. Thanks for watching.